Let me tell you the truth nobody tells you about being powerful, dominating the world, leading the conversations, becoming the higher figure, and even managing your most beloved relationships through self-mastery. And I know about tons of videos which are available on YouTube saying focus on your physical appearance, be kind, listen more, and be appealing to people and blah blah blah. However, there is more behind power, influence, and fame. All the influential people you see on television or internet have done it ages ago. And that's why they are the main characters, ruling people, dominating the conversations, and getting sponsored by biggest brands ever. Hi guys, it's Vanna and I'm gonna be posting about self-help and personal growth here. My only goal on this channel is to get a bunch of people who want to upgrade their lives, improve their habits, and thus want to be their ideal self. And if this is you, then hit that subscribe button and let's get into the video. And all the influential people have high self-concept. They have high self-image, self-esteem, and they know who they aspire to be. Self-concept is basically how you view yourself, your personality, your strengths and weaknesses and beliefs, and how you process information about yourself can also affect your self-concept. There are two types of self-concept mainly, which is negative self-concept and positive self-concept. People with negative concept don't believe in themselves, so they never take action for their goals and they remain stuck at the same place for their whole life. On the other hand, people with positive self-concept believe in their feelings, thoughts, and actions. They took action for their goals without listening to outside world. Imagine a girl who secretly thinks that she's not good enough. No matter how talented she is, she will always self-sabotage her relationships, opportunities, and her success. Because deep down, she believes that she doesn't deserve anything and she can do it. That's the importance of self-concept. And if you have negative self-concept, you seriously need to switch it to a positive self-concept. Firstly, you need to mentally prepare yourself. You need to believe in your thoughts, actions, and feelings. You need to lead your life. So moving to the next point, you need to have some sort of self-awareness. Self-awareness is the capacity to understand and perceive your own feelings, thoughts, and actions, as well as how they impact others and your environment. It's basically the ability to understand yourself objectively and clearly. Because when you'll be able to understand yourself, your strengths, and your weakness, you'll be able to make logical decisions based on them, which will further help you in gaining clarity and achieving your dream life. You'll be able to attract your dream relationships, opportunities just by being yourself. Remember, you're not stuck. You're just unaware of what's keeping you stuck. So moving to the next point, you need to have some emotional intelligence. And remember, self-awareness is just the foundation of emotional intelligence, because imagine two people walking into the same room with the same abilities. The one is non-stop talking about their achievements, trying to impress others, trying to network and sell themselves. Meanwhile, the other knows when to speak, understand when someone is getting uncomfortable, remembering name, asking the right questions, and making sure everybody feels seen. Guess who get remembered, respected, and referred later? The second one, because of emotional intelligence. They didn't just show their talent. They understood the emotions in the room. They handled it with awareness and built silent influence. They just did one thing, and that is fulfilled emotional needs of other people. And it's because people didn't just connect with your skills. They connect with how you make them feel. You need to fulfill others' emotional needs as well as yours in order to build high-level connection and get that elite lifestyle. Smart people know facts. Emotionally intelligent people know people. Do smart work, not hard work. Then you need to work on your boundaries. Boundaries are the limits we set in social interactions and relationships in order to protect our physical, emotional, and psychological well-being. They involve clear communication of your needs and expectations, which needs to be respected. Have you ever seen a high influential people being a people pleaser? No, because they have healthy boundaries, and which makes them respected. It prevents them from exploitation by other people and helps them in maintaining their sense of self and fostering positive relationships. Basically, it's just you telling people that these are your limits and you cannot drive past that without bearing serious consequences. Basically, those people who are taking advantage of you will leave automatically the moment they know that they cannot get advantages from you. That's why in order to build positive relationships and connections with good people, you need to have firm boundaries in order to be respected, in order to get fame, in order to build confidence, in order to build some control over your life and over yourself, you need to have firm boundaries. And when you do all of these steps, you need to set some goals. List out all the things you want to achieve by the end of the year. Break down into smaller steps and work on it. Be consistent and disciplined enough to get these results because it reflects power, resilience, and dedication. Remember, people like those individuals who stick to their words. And it's not just about people. Wake up with mission, not just with social media notifications. Then expand your knowledge. Read books on different subjects such as literature, philosophy, psychology. Grab vocabulary, take notes. Listen to podcasts, audiobooks, TED Talks, and other high value content. Because intelligent is firstly sexy, secondly, intelligent people never stop learning. And let me tell you, intelligence drives people crazy. Remember that. And then I recommend you to learn some soft skills. You become 10x more powerful when you know how to communicate. It sounds very usual. I've seen people promoted to higher positions just because they know how to articulate their thoughts, listen deeply, and deliver their message accurately and efficiently. You need to grab people's attention so that they think that you are the most intelligent person here. Because let me tell you, all your role models know how to speak, how to communicate, and engross public's attention, and thus they get fame, money, power just by being themselves, just by being skilled enough. And yeah, I'm not forcing you to learn communication skill, but I highly recommend you to learn this skill. However, you can learn any soft skill you want to because having one soft skill is really necessary. You can learn more if you want to, but just learn your soft skill. And now we arrived at the most significant part, and that is your mindset. You need to reprogram your mindset. Leave your old thought patterns and your wrong approaches which keep you stuck in the past, such as do or die mindset, all or nothing, or doing things with perfectionism. Don't sabotage your life this way. You need to be obsessed, you need to be consistent, you need to build discipline, and you need to have a positive obsession with your journey rather than the destination. You need to expect less in the beginning. Leave toxic people, take accountability for your life, leave that victim mindset. Don't blame other people for your life. Take full accountability. You need to be mature enough to start taking actions for your life and thus achieving your goals. Just keep going. That's how you're gonna build the empire. And if you do all these steps that I mentioned, that thing can take you to higher place and it will also make you respected. And that's how you will win in your life. You will be unstoppable if you do inner work because most people are not doing it. They are definitely binge watching Netflix and they are distracted enough to give you space for your goals. People will automatically feel a pull towards you because it's the nature of people to start liking things when they get inaccessible. So you decide, are you ready to build control over your life by doing inner work or stay ruled by the outside world like a puppet with the Wi-Fi? It depends on you. So you decide if you want to have fame, power, money, and influence, or you want to stay financially broke, socially isolated, and lost. So guys, that's the end of the session. I hope you understand the importance of self-mastery and you work on it and you get all the life-changing results and you live your life peacefully without having any physical, emotional, and psychological issues. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. We'll meet again with another concept. Till then, bye bye. See you soon.